One of the opportunities I've seen to scale the work and message of logotherapy and Viktor Frankl is in business settings. It struck me a few years back when I looked at, I think it was wallstreet.com or one of the major publication that ranked the top 20 books, business books of all time. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. Why? Because number one was the Diary of Anne Frank, and number two was Man's Search for Meaning in a business setting. And I thought to myself, what is going on here that Holocaust books are the top two bestsellers on this business list? And then I realized why, because it's a story of resilience, both of those narratives. And I can only speak really to Man's Search for Meaning. People read this book, frankly, let's be honest, they read the first half of the book, which is about 90 pages. Most don't make it to the second half, which is our conversation here. And they say, wow, if he can do that, come out the other side and not only survive, but thrive, then I can face whatever I'm facing in a business setting. So we lost, so, our market cap is down or whatever it is. I can find the defiant power of my spirit. I can make my stand. I can choose my response. I can emulate in the footsteps of this great man. My problems are small. So I think that both that and the opportunity in an era where people are looking for resilient, I would call it resilience training, right? We're just lacking resilience as a culture, as a society. We can turn to this book, this philosophy. Business people can wrap their heads around it. Obviously, they're reading the book. They can also, what I find in the business setting, because I'm teaching more and more in that setting, is that people are hungry for a sophisticated, sort of muted spirituality. They don't want to talk spiritual, but Dr. Frankl's work is spiritual enough, right? It's just sort of under the surface. I think it's why he called it the noetic and not the spiritual, so that it could kind of get in under the surface and not be woo-woo, which is not going to fly in those settings. And so we're having spiritual conversations sort of framed in logotherapy, applied to business, about resilience, about a man that lived through a time in tragedy they'll never even know. All this adds up to a message that's time has come in a venue that needs this message desperately and deeply, and they know it.